From Fox 5 News, it's time for more Good Day New York.
One of the nicest restaurants in the world.
Oh, it really is.
The River Café, right next to the Brooklyn Bridge on the Brooklyn side. There's the inside. Doesn't do justice. Actually, there's a little bit. You can see nighttime views. There's nothing like this place.
It's a magical place, and the food there is spectacular. Buzzy O'Keefe owns it.
Now, sadly, it was ravaged by Hurricane Sandy. Look at the interior here. A mess. Now we have pictures, I think, of the kitchen. I mean, they were just overwhelmed by water, the wind damage, and they've been struggling ever since. In fact, I'm not 100% sure it's back up and running, is it?
Not yet. In fact, the executive chef, Brad Steelman's with us this morning. Nice to have you here. Where is our friend Buzzy O'Keefe?
He's fearlessly working at the restaurant.
He is.
We are pushing. We're still a couple of weeks away. It was
you were
just
hoping to
so
open today, right?
We were, but as always, you know, construction projects get pushed a little bit. So
what's the biggest challenge?
Just, you know, getting everybody synchronized and just getting up and getting our staff back in place.
Well, what's the thing you're working on? Is there a hole in the roof? Is there a hole in the floor? What is it?
No, just a number of things. Just, you know, details. Just details. The kitchen's going to be, you know, top to bottom, brand new, beautiful. It's we're excited about that.
Chef, it also has been difficult getting money, right? Getting the money to rebuild?
Well, Buzzy was smart enough to be very well insured, but we were so inundated. It was so heavily damaged. It took so long for the insurance companies to get through. It was amazing.
You had flood insurance, right?
We did.
Yeah, I mean, being right next to the river.
Right.
Good idea.
You would think so.
All right, we're missing the food from the River Cafe. What did you bring us this morning? What are we making?
A couple different dishes. We're going to start with a butternut squash soup where we roasted the butternut squash, and we have some apple brandy sabayon that goes on top of that, and then some toasted pumpkin seeds. We also have a little lobster.
All right, this is what it looks like over here, right, Chef?
Correct.
Can I do a little bit for Greg? Greg, did you want to try this? Hold this. Hold this.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, there you go.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, what kind of soup is this?
That's a roasted butternut squash soup.
By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but I bet there are engagements in your restaurant almost every night, right?
Just a few, yeah.
Yeah, it's that romantic.
Are you taking any reservations yet?
We are not, but we're very close.
Close.
Toasted pumpkin seeds.
Can he borrow one of those spoons?
Sure.
Because my boy's got to try this. Go ahead.
Merci beaucoup.
Okay, so what else are we doing, Chef?
All right, so what we did was we roasted the butternut squash. We made a little butter with maple syrup and brown sugar and some autumn spices, cinnamon and clove. We roasted that till it's nice and tender. You notice we left the seeds in there, so it really has a lot of flavor there. Ran that right through the food mill, so we ended up with a puree. That goes over our mirepoix, which is carrots and onions and celery. And we also add leeks and fennel and garlic in there. We put that right in top of the mirepoix. And then we add a little veg stock on top of that. That would get simmered for about 20-30 minutes and then pureed in the blender.
Well,
and then we
what?
And then we would top it with the sabayon, which is...
Which you just had.
Well, I'm done with the appetizer.
He's ready for the main course.
All right, okay.
More substantial.
Let's say we actually did a lobster dish, which is butter poached lobster, and we have a sweet and sour butternut squash, which is really delicious. Works fabulously with just any kind of fish. What we did was we juiced the butternut squash right through the juicer. It leaves us with something like this. We then take a little sugar and vinegar. That goes on top. We then have a bunch of aromatics. We have chili flakes and coriander and cinnamon and star anise and curry and cardamom. We would tie that right up into a little sachet.
Chef, let's face it, you can serve dog food at that restaurant. The view is so spectacular, right? Come on.
But we wouldn't do that.
Part of the experience is because the food is so good.
The food is superb.
And the service. It's very important. Service is a very important aspect of it, and we have a great crew there, and we're excited, you know, to get everybody back in place.
You were there when Sandy hit?
I was, yeah. It was pretty remarkable. The water was 40 inches deep. We had fish swimming in the East River. The next day, when the water receded, we still had about a foot of water in the dining room, and I have photos of fish actually swimming in the
inside
restaurant.
the River Cafe
from the East River.
Oh, that's crazy. Did you try to cook it?
We were going to make a little sushi. We're going to make a little sushi, but we decided against it. But
good stuff. And the smell is gone, right? Everything's clean.
Oh, we top to bottom. We gutted everything.
So you think it'll be open by Christmas?
Oh, absolutely, definitely Christmas.
All right. So
we have one more thing for you here. We have a beautiful little creme brulee. If you want to burn that, I know you.
We're skipping to dessert.
Oh, look how cute!
Right to dessert.
Look how cute, Greg.
Try it, Rosanna.
I will.
We took our little baby pumpkins. We actually cooked them with the same little butter, and then just so they're about half tender. And then we just pat them dry, put a little vanilla bean creme brulee in there, and try a little pumpkin too, because you can actually eat the pumpkin itself. So it's almost like a pumpkin pie and a creme brulee.
Check it out.
Oh, this is so good.
There you go.
This is like a flambe pumpkin.
Take a little taste out if you like.
That
you can
is
burn
delicious.
Too. It's tasty, isn't it?
Brad, thank you so much.
Don't burn yourself.
All right, please give our best to Buzzy O'Keefe. Let us know when the restaurant opens. Is the Water Club open yet?
Water Club is open, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put the recipes on our website, myfoxny.com. Click on the Good Day tab.
All right, coming up, one of the great technology